it was so weird that I could get up at any point that I want, go take a break, go to the break room, get out of the soda thing, go grab a beer if I wanted to, and then go just relax for an hour or two and take my mind off of work. We literally have a room dedicated to sleeping. You go in there, the lights are all turned off. There's these chairs that you sit back in, and they have like little pods on top that come down over your head to help drown out the sound. And you just like can go to sleep.
All right, so the question is, what does a junior dev actually do on the day-to-day? Like, what do you do when you go in the office on your first day, when you first get that job? Well, lucky for us, Patrick's first day was yesterday. Patrick from Lambda School, if you don't know who that is, it was someone I followed from day one of Code Bootcamp at Lambda School to when he finished, to when he got a job, to when that job was pulled out from under him before he actually got the job, to when he struggled for 2 months and then he actually got the job. And he started his job yesterday, and basically, I mean, just watch the video. You can see how happy he is in the video. You can see how like going from $12 an hour in California to making what he makes now is just like life-changing. Like he was talking to his manager about, like, he told his manager, I'm gonna get up and go to the bathroom. And his manager's like, why are you telling me that? Because he's never worked one of these like professional jobs before where it's like where you're all treated like adults and you kind of can do what you want, live your own life. And then we just talk about what he actually does on the day-to-day. So he's 48 hours into it. And I was like, bro, you gotta tell people while it's fresh, hot off the press, fresh out the oven. You gotta tell these people what you're doing. Let's keep the Patrick saga going, and then we'll do another video like 2 weeks down the line, 2 weeks into the first job, 1 month into the first job. So this saga is not specifically about Lambda School per se, it's more just about documenting someone going from nothing related to code to actually getting the code job and going through all the struggle in between, and then we'll just keep checking in on them. So there's not gonna be like as many Patrick videos, but I think it'd be cool to just watch someone just have this for later for all of us to look at. I think it'd be cool. It's not specifically about Lambda School, but if you're interested in Lambda School and wanted to know where Patrick went to get all this knowledge, there's a link in the description. If you use that link, you get $250 when you graduate, and it helps support the channel, so it'd be cool if you did use that. If you don't know what Lambda School is, you don't pay anything until you get a job making $50,000 or more, and then you pay 17% back for 2 years or up to $30,000, whichever happens first. Maybe that's a lot of money to you, but go look at other code boot camps and you can see that they're pretty similar, and they're only 3 months long with no computer science. And make the decision for yourself, but when I put everything side by side, I just end up saying go to Lambda School, and everyone's like, well, you're just getting paid. They're not paying me. They're not paying me to say this. I just want you to know that. Anyways, if you're interested in Lambda School, link is down there. I hope you guys enjoy this. Patrick, congratulations again. You're living that big boy life, living that baller life now. You got your own crib. It's like 4 of your last cribs combined, and I'm glad that you have it because you can. Hope you viewers out there enjoy this video. Let me know what you want to see, other videos. I guess we'll do a giveaway for stuff I have on the store. So if you want something on my store, like a resume or a cover letter, just leave a comment down below and I'll pick a couple of us, and then you can send me an email and I give you whatever you want. If you want to talk to Patrick about his experience, if you want to talk to me, go to Discord, link for that's in the description, or just shoot me an email or whatever you want to do. And I'll see you guys in probably in the live stream. Yeah, so I'll see you there. All right, anyways, enjoy the video. I'm out. What did you do yesterday? Yesterday was your first full day. When did you get to the office? When did you leave the office? And what happened in between those hours?
So I got to the office at 8:30 a.m. First day jitters, so I wanted to be early. Would rather be early than late. Got in. There was not a lot of people there. Met my boss's boss, who helped me in, and that was nerve-wracking. But no, everyone's really nice. And so I get in. I see where they have this like meeting room where everyone's going to be sitting. I see my computer. I see my backpack, and got a choice of a company phone. So that was cool. So I could have either gotten an S10e or an iPhone 8, and I chose the iPhone.
They give you a laptop?
Yep. HP EliteBook.
Where's it at? How is the laptop?
It's really nice. It's 32 gigs of RAM and i7.
It's a lot.
It's decent.
That's what you get. That's what you get for that VM.
It's running Linux right now on the VM. Hold on.
Got a graphics card in it?
Yeah. Oh, I can't show you anything on there.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't get yourself.
Not allowed to. But I have 3 monitors at work. I actually just got myself a custom keyboard for work, all reimbursable. Mouse pad. I'm getting myself a mouse, or I might take the G902. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, my team's really nice, and I have my own little cubicle.
I'm not gonna say anything.
It's nice. It's different from whatever I've experienced. It was so surreal. Like it was so weird that I could get up at any point that I want, go take a break, go to the break room, get out of the soda thing, go grab a beer if I wanted to, and then go just relax for an hour or two and take my mind off of work. We literally have a room dedicated to sleeping. You go in there, the lights are all turned off. There's these chairs that you sit back in, and they have like little pods on top that come down over your head to help drown out the sound, and you just like can go to sleep. So I can work 9 to 5, 8 to 4, or 10 to 6. I also have a VPN, so if I wanted to stay home, I can connect through the VPN to our private server and do work.
Hit me with
home.
that remote policy. What can you do?
I'm allowed to stay home 3 times out of the week.
You're
Otherwise,
telling me you get 3 days a week remote?
If I want to, yeah.
No questions asked, just I'm at home today?
Yep.
How come no one mentioned this until now? How's your team?
They're really nice. It's funny because they're all like a little piece of my personality in each of them. Like we have a memer who's kind of like memes like me. We have a guy that's like into like video games like I am. We have my manager's like almost exactly like me. So I'm kind of like, no wonder they chose me for the team. I'm literally like everyone here. I probably am a good culture fit.
Day 2, what did you do?
Okay, so I finished up Tour of Heroes, which is an Angular app thing that I've been working on to practice. Was getting the VM machine set up, was getting credentials put in, and then they were going to give me an Angular component to work on for a project that they're working on that I can't talk about.
What do you use at work? Do you use like Jira or...
VS Code is the IDE that I use. We use Angular through the Angular CLI, and then we use Jasmine with, what is it called? Jasmine with Karma. So it's a Jasmine CLI with Karma as our unit testing framework.
What's the workflow look like? So you like log in, grab a ticket, move it over to you, mark it as you're doing it, and then...
I log in to Jira. I see what's on my list of tickets to do for the day. Essentially what happens is and this is what I was told because I haven't really gotten into this flow yet, but I get assigned to a project which has its own project code, and that code is referenced in Jira through a ticket system. And so when I get attached to that group, they send me down a ticket. And right now, because I'm a junior and I'm new, the bigger tickets are going to my lead, who's going to hand me bits of the ticket to work on to help just to get me up to speed with the code base. But otherwise, I've gotten things like their development documents to see when I create something, how I should be documenting it, how I should be testing it, how I should be making sure that it integrates with the rest of the code base.
What's the best part about the place that you work so far? You've been there, 48 hours, but I'm sure you got some opinions.
Free lunches every day.
Free lunch every day? Do you get to like pick, or is there like a cafe?
So they bring it in. So Monday we had PF Chang's catering.
What?
Today we had what is it called? Who's the one that does like all the free garlic sticks or the breadsticks? Olive Garden catering.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm on keto.
And then
I can't eat breadsticks.
And then I think tomorrow we have Texas Roadhouse catering.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna end the call. This is every day. Not
every
like
day.
Not like once a week. It's just every day lunch.
It's every day
for everybody.
Everybody. They order everything, and then they go and pick it up and bring it to the break room, which is this huge room, huge, and they put it out on this giant long table, and everyone goes and gets a plate and gets lunch.
So what is it? Is it like super strict? Like you actually have like a cubicle? Is a half cubicle?
It's not like really strict. Okay, let me like kind of put it in perspective. So my cubicle is next to the rest of the team, right? Like, so we have like 6 cubicles in a kind of a centralized area. All the other people, like, they'll be doing some work, and then they get up and start talking to one another and hanging out, and like, whenever you want, you get up, go get a soda, bring it back to your chair if you want, or go take a bathroom break or whatever. Some people decide to go for a little walk around the We have like 30 acres of land or something like that. They have a frisbee golf on the premises, giant frisbee golf course. It's been good for the first 48 hours.
The difference in life compared to what you've experienced your whole life compared to working like first professional job.
Bro, it's so mind-numbingly different. Like, and before at minimum wage jobs, you had someone always watching you. You could only take breaks at certain times, right? If you had a lunch that was predestined for you, you couldn't determine when you wanted to go take your lunch. You would be standing all day. You would have to, like, like you're basically being watched over like you're a 4-year-old who doesn't know what they're doing. And they need to, like, tell you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. I literally get up. I tell my manager, hey, I'm going to use the restroom. He's just like, you don't need to tell me that.
What?
I got up and I was like, hey, Ricardo, I need to go use the restroom. I'll be right back. And he's like, you don't need to tell me that. Why would you need to tell me that? And I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. As long as I'm getting my work done, I can get up, take a break, do what I want. That's how, like, chill it is there. It's so crazy. Like, I'm always looking over my shoulder because I think someone's going to yell at me for not being at my station, but no one cares as long as my work is getting done. So it's so different. It's like, and not just that, but I'm getting paid really well for it too. We're going go-karting on Thursday for our lunch.
Paid? Just Thursday go-kart paid?
Yep.
Team building?
Totally.
How often is that?
They do it like every week. Like, I think they said last week before I got there they went paintballing.
Okay, all right, here's a good question. How prepared do you feel for the job compared to what Lambda taught you?
Can I learn everything about Angular and get ready for the job? I'm basically there. Like, I would say 200%. Everything that Lambda's taught me has basically set me up for success with this job.
All right, you're going to have to repeat that because that sounded like Major Shill. Set me up for success. Sounds like you're reading off a friggin' script. Say that non-shill.
Okay.
For real,
okay.
Like, how prepared do you feel?
So 92%, or like 90%, I guess. Just because, I mean, yeah, obviously, it would have been nice if Lambda had taught me Angular for the job, but whatever. They taught me how to learn. The only things that, like, I wish Lambda would have done more is, like, learning Linux commands or Linux environment stuff like Bash and writing scripts with Bash and all that stuff. But, I mean, that's the only thing. But otherwise, everything else has been a smooth transition.
What else do you think people would want to know about your first day, Patrick?
I think that if anyone's worried that like, if there's a job that you just got an offer for that uses a framework that you've never used before or uses some concepts that you've never heard of before and you've done, like, Lambda or some other boot camp, but I can really only kind of account for what I learned at Lambda, you're going to be fine. It's nerve-wracking, I understand that. But trust me, like, you get there, you're hyper-focused because it's your first day. You start picking up on it like that, and it becomes easier every day. And they don't expect you. Like, your team does not expect you to know it right then and there. Especially if they hired you knowing that you don't know those concepts ahead of time. Like, if you told them, oh, yeah, I'm a total pro with Angular, like, I'll be fine, and then you have no clue what a service is, yeah, that might be, like, really bad. They know what they signed up for. They know you're going to ask questions. You'll be fine.
Like, I'm sure people signed up because they watched your journey and they're like, shit, if he can do it, I can do it. Like, to those people who joined because of you, do you have any messages for them?
Keep going. It's daunting. It feels like a forever upward climb, but trust me, take it from my story if you're watching it on Josh's channel. There's a point where it becomes a tipping point. You get to the top, and then you start coming down and you get the job. It feels like it's going to take forever. And I know, trust me, I was in that position when I was week 5 at Lambda. And I wanted to quit. And I told Josh, this is it. I'm done. Goodbye. And, like, logged off. But I didn't quit. I didn't give up. I kept going. Yeah, I was frustrated. Everyone's going to be frustrated. But you'll be fine. Keep pushing.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. Yeah, all right, here we go. That's a good one. What other curiosity faces can we make? Bless up right there. Hold on, let me film. Jose in the background looked like the shrooms just hit. Like when the good kush just hit. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's funny.